Yeah, thank you, Michael, host this forum, and also thank you very much, Okada-san, initiate for journey. Yeah, and also all the for journey members could provide this platform so we can share our experience and also what is gonna happen. Yeah, in the coming future. Yeah. So first of all, just like first day we introduced ourselves, and I really got to represent our art director. His apology, his really sorry that because he planned to come here, just something wrong with his mom. He got to stay in the hospital and takes care of her. Yeah, but luckily, yeah, he could manage it to come here in November and participate probably, yeah, Chinese festival this time. Also, the second thing is, well, everybody sees this. Actually, I don't want to show it, but because it came to this forum, because it's unfinished, you can see that. But you got to believe in China, you can create the miracle. Even the whole building just started into the real construction in the 1st of May, but the museum is gonna open in the end of December. So, yeah. So, well, the Chinese worker can work 24 hours and non-sleep and non-stop. Yeah. So this is how they could create the economic miracle. So, and also the third thing I got to say sorry is, yeah, last night I just see my presentation a little bit, and I found that I don't know, probably because Shanghai is too big. So I could spend more than 30 minutes. Yeah, so if, yeah, so I just talk about it. Okay, and yeah, as far as everybody can see in the program list, and the topic is about the museum industry into the 3rd millennium. Okay, and where is this topic from? I just want to quote the new media artist, pioneer, Roy Ascott. His lecture in UCLA in 2007. And how he said is, in the late 20th century, the format issue in digital art were about the connectivity and the interaction. But now, at the start of the 3rd millennium, our post-digital objective increasingly will be technotic, which means combine technology and consciousness, and syneric, yeah, to combine, to emerge all the things. So this is what we're gonna propose from Shanghai about hyperculture passenger, which is art for all. What does all mean? All means the life, yeah, our life, yeah. So based in visual and performing, design, fashion, all kind of creativities to show the culture, no matter from different area cultures, and the timeline, the generation, and also different habits, style between different people. Yeah, that's what we want to emerge and show in our Halcyon Riverbank project. And so I just made a little bit investigation. Those days, seems many people haven't been to Asia, and no mention to Shanghai. So I just do a little bit introduction about Shanghai. Okay, then Shanghai is one of the 3 mega cities in China. Another 2 are Beijing and Guangzhou. Beijing is in the north, Shanghai in the middle, and Guangzhou is in the south. But both of them are all in the near the coast. So if you are in China and you heard people say 北上广, 北上广 means Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou. So that means those 3 cities and the living cost are they present when they say 北上广, which means those 3 cities are the living cost and the lifestyle are so different from other provinces and other cities. I don't know, maybe it's a bit like New York and then other cities in US. Okay, so for centuries, Shanghai has been the place where East meets West in China. And its architecture is a mix of traditional Chinese and Western colonial and modern magnificence. Nowadays, Shanghai, a bit like London or New York, is like another cultural melting pot. So together, various countries and all the different kind of people from different countries. For example, like Indian community who have stayed in Shanghai more than 10 years. Do you know how many it is? Yeah, there are more than 100,000. Yeah, and they stay in Shanghai more than 10 years. Indian people. Yeah, so you can imagine other countries. Yeah, so it's really a cultural melting pot there. So Shanghai people are very, very easy to accept, and the foreign culture. And I can say, especially their tendency is really love to hug the foreign culture. Yeah. So this is Shanghai's tradition. And what everybody see here is Puxi. Yeah, it's Huangpu River divides Shanghai into 2 parts. And Puxi is more the old town or old cultural area complex. And Pudong is where we are. Pudong, the biggest part called Lujiazui. Lujiazui actually is one of the most influenced the industrial and the banking industry and commercial the urban city. So lots of the multinational banks, just especially in Lujiazui. So you can see all the sculpture, a very high, very tall building. This is what the Lujiazui look like. Yeah. So you can see we are here. Yeah, the bank of the river. So it just means this is in a very, very good location. And also, unfortunately, the past years, Pudong government, they don't really care about culture. So far we could be we can say that we are the first museum opened in Lujiazui. Yeah, so we are the first culture and art institute in Lujiazui. And our park will be along the river about 1.2 kilometers along. And you can see this area are all very wealthy people live, and the wealthy community. And so here is about, yeah, so many families. Okay, so yeah, so this is just located in a very residential area. So, which means we will serve many visitors with money in their pockets. But well, Shanghai actually, the contemporary art culture is very popular in Shanghai. So we got to do the marketing, you know, like the competitors and the emphasis. Like, if you wanna make a successful museum, the first is you have to know, yeah, what are the art museums nowadays they have in Shanghai. So how could you make a distinguish from them, or yeah, so. Okay, so the first thing is, actually, everybody knows that in China, I don't know, maybe because the country is too big or what, so all the things you can just solve by mobile phone. You know, you can order the lunch from mobile phone, and you can buy all the watch or everything, your whole clothing from mobile phone. So you don't have to leave. You open the door to go out. You don't need. Just stay at home, and everything will come to you. Yeah, and even like the taxi. If you wanna go somewhere, just call Uber, and then it will show up. Yeah, in front of your door, and just you don't even got to know the map. Okay, then you will just get there. So it's became a crisis for the shopping mall owners, because nobody have to go there to buy the stuff. Yeah. So so now in China, especially in Shanghai, they just how to attract people to go to their shopping mall, to create something you won't experience from the mobile phone. Yeah, which means they will like to have like a art installation or the very special design exhibition, and to light up all the shop windows or all the art corner inside of the shopping mall. So make your shopping become more entertained and interesting. So and K11. I think if somebody have been to Hong Kong will know K11. And this is also a very successful model in Shanghai nowadays. So, I mean, even the shopping mall, they have the museum as well, and they are doing the exhibition also. And also other things you can see, like a power station here. They belong to the city government, so for sure they are very rich. They have very rich daddy. So this is somehow we are not able to compare. And those two, as you see, Long Museum and Yudeyao Museum, and they also have like a millionaire daddy as well, because they're like a Long Museum. Their owner always show up in Sotheby's auction, and even the chief of Sotheby's got to listen to him. I don't know. And so, and Yu Deyao also a very famous collector. So for sure they open the museum and running quite well. Those are more like okay. So these are this actually just for the event. So it's also by the government. And here, this one, 1933. If everybody come to Shanghai, this is somewhere must to see. The architecture is very special. Sorry, and this RAM museum is especially for the contemporary arts, and they are also have very good exhibition. So what we are facing is a very competitive market in Shanghai. So inside of nowadays those existing museums, but their problem is no matter either Yao or Long Museum, they all have the problem. They are so isolated and just only from its own surroundings. They are just like a lonely island. They don't have any environment to create a kind of atmosphere around it. They actually are quite far away from the city of the downtown of Shanghai. So only someone or the people who have time, or really the art lover, they will go there to see the exhibition. Yeah. And as far as we said, the shopping mall, like a K11, K11, in China means one. Yeah. So they have very good art foundation actually, and they just curate many exhibitions or exchange Chinese artists in Paris. So they are also very professional. But the problem is because they got to match their, the commercial kind of thing. So they just couldn't. They just compromise in the quality and the prestige of art per se. So this is what we call the competitors. And another thing is about the museum paradigm shifting. So if we saw the museum from very beginning, it's more like the empire collectors and serve the elites, and also just in the 20th century, then it's just become like the architecture competition, accompanied with those big name architects to create a kind of spectacular scene. So museum becomes like the art temple, and the curators and artists share the proud. And so it's just like keep distance from the masses. So but recently, just a few months ago, we saw the Tate Modern. They have the new building, and also Metropolitan, and also like even Whitney Museum. They all change their thoughts to be more like an open mind, and not just provide more space. They also become more open attitude to combine with the creation, experiment, or the performance, and also the education program. They want to invite people to participate in and create more, interaction. So we think it used to be like in the museum, the curators said, the artists said, we, what we want, what we are going to do, and what we present. But could we make it like, could you come? And come to see, and invite all the people to go inside to the museum, or you don't even have to think this is a museum, just come to see what happened inside of here. So this is what we want to, target it. So we said R plus U, U. So this will from like the culture and the education and technology and life, technology is really important. I mean, nowadays in China, they just couldn't live without their mobile because they do everything with the mobile. You don't even need to bring your cash. Just as well as you have mobile phone, then you can just easy to pay everything. Yeah. So this kind of new technology is also the trend for the application inside of the museum. And so the whole scale Halcyon riverbank, the core is this Modern Art Museum Shanghai, which everybody can see is here. And here this long corridor, we called it Pier Slow. Yeah. And it's because on the left side actually is a pier. And the right hand side here is a pier. So this is just along between two piers. So we want to create a slow life attitude, so we call it Pier Slow. And the Green Mile will have its public art at the waterfront. And here we could have the eye tower, a kind of like the brand and design, fashion, collaborate with the artist, and actually measures for the sponsorship. If you wanna have a really big sponsor, really big money, so you got to give them a very obviously space to let everybody see it. But because we are in the art park, inside of the art park, so it won't be only the advertised that easily. You got to do kind of like art projects with the artist or designer we recommend to make this tower special. Yeah. So this is so you can see from here, from the bridge, go up to the fourth floor, and yeah, this could be the entrance or exit. Yeah, it depends on how we arrange our exhibition. But on the left side here, this is the entrance of the museum, and now the first floor, this corner, is a Halcyon gallery in the future, and the middle side on the first floor is a lobby, and the second floor is the art lab, and third and fourth floor is special exhibition where we'll be. Also, we have a basement, and the total is about 6,000 square meter. Yeah, so we need lots of content, really. So by this chance, I think everybody can think about it. Okay, and then our attitude is in here. You could be the artist in your front, just like Lihan, she just represents. Somebody shouldn't know or think she's artist, but she made wonderful things or brilliant thoughts. So everybody could have the chance, or could have the art dream. Just they don't know. So this is something we wanna invite. Okay, so here we can skip it to the exhibition. The exhibition, we will have fourth kind of exhibition we wanna create. We just talk about because we are located in the residential area. So the exhibition will be include the masses, the masses and the experts. Yeah, those targets are we wanna invite. Okay. So this will be the dual system, which means we're gonna have the special exhibition. Probably it's a big name, or it is a classical, like an impressionism, or Da Vinci, or those people who knows the name of those artists, just attract them into this museum. And so the left side Davi is what we're gonna have the exhibition for the opening exhibition. Yeah, we will work with Michelangelo, the Italian name Buonarroti family. Yeah, to curate this exhibition together. But the most important thing I want to say, the exhibition, like this kind of special exhibition, is not just import something and put it here. You got to have like intertextuality, this kind of thoughts, which means one way we have the Italian, or Renaissance, the history base, curated by the Italian curator. But we also have to combine like something about missionary by Rome Church. What happened at that time in the 14th to 16th century? They sent those missionaries to China, yeah, and or the geography discovery. And what happened? What kind of interactive between the East and West to create a meaning? Why this exhibition in Shanghai? And to create a dialogue, how Shanghai people to see this exhibition in nowadays the social context. So it's unlike other special exhibition, we just put something in here. We want to create, more the Shanghai experience inside of the view for the viewers. Yeah, so this will be what we're gonna to do, and also very important is the Asian contemporary art. Just like we said, Shanghai people are really, like a hum to the Western culture. They like Western food, Western all kind of exhibition, Western artists. They really love it. And even all the art museum I just mentioned about, there are more Western artists exhibition, much more than Asian artists exhibition. But that's good, very good. Just nobody to think about. Okay, we are in China, and our past history is like we have the Silk Road, we have the Tea Road, and which connect to West, and which pass those Asian countries. So what happened to the all kinds of society, and all the culture for those countries, and those can delivered by the artists. Those like from South Asia, from Mid East Asia, from the East North Asia. So we wanna curate this kind of exhibition, focus on the Asia contemporary. So you can see like on the left side, that's a monster. This is the Mongolian artist, yeah, and also I don't know how to name this creature. This is the Indian artist, and for sure another two is Japanese artists. And also for the young generation, like the animation makes comics. This kind of exhibition is also what we care about and we will have. So this is we said, okay, from the past we have the classical art, and this moment we have like the Asian contemporary art, and in the future we will focus on the science and arts. What will create, what kind of result between them. So focus on the art and technology and society. Yeah, and so you can see yeah, we will combine the local talent from those the art school, university, graduate school in Shanghai. They have the new media department, and also the most important in Pudong, there's a very famous science park in Pudong. So I mean, it's a pity that many new media artists, what they could do is just a small scale things because they have the concept, but they don't have the equipment, they don't have the lab, could enlarge or to create any kind of the effects, enlarge the effects for them. So we hope that because we have this kind of network, we hope we can collaborate with the enterprise, the industry, to help the artists to make them doing something which could be bigger, yeah, and more. Also make the influence and educate the local talents. And this is what we want to focus, the 4 columns nowadays. The new media, we are going to focus on the biotechnology, yeah, because as I said in Science Park, this is also one of their measures. And also, the environmental arts, like the solar panel or the solar energy or the water, and any technique about the clean water or something. And also the internet art, AR, VR, and and the online game, and also the new material art, because the material is quite popular. I just came from Ars Electronica, and their topic this year is forgot radical atom. Yeah, radical atom. They just change the structure by electricity or by all kind of chemistry way, and make the material become very attractive by itself. And so it could just move like the magic material there and attract the visitor to touch them. Yeah. So this is also very interesting. So those 4 parts is we would like to focus on. And here I forgot to tell you that this is the 2nd floor, because this museum is renovated from the coal warehouse. So there are 8 funnels inside to structure this museum. So the 2nd floor is just those funnels, the bottom of those funnels. So the interior is very strange, yeah. Which means, so we called it AM.L. AM is the art museum, and the L is the laboratory. So we want to make it like a radio. So AM.L. This is the name we give it to. So here we will welcome the new media projects, and also connect to the artists, local students, and also the enterprise. And the most important is, those new media institutes, because they have the experience, they have the methodology, which can just give a guide or to advise how those enterprise or the next generation, the new thoughts for them. So this is what we want to do. We will be the hub to connect those 4 parts to do a new media project. And just like sorry, I couldn't pronounce your name, but the Dutch artist, he said, we don't, from this AM.L, we don't expect to do like Ars Electronica, that huge things. We want to start from something small, just one idea, but we can realize it and make it like hit a market, or to record the whole process, how the way of thinking and how we produce, and how all the know-how inside of it. And I think that's good enough. So we will start from the small things, and there's one good thing in China. They are huge. So as far as this small thing, it's just like a match. We light up the fire, and then we can have the tour to Xi'an, to Beijing, to Guangzhou, to everywhere. So this could be the money income. No. Because people see the exhibition, they got to pay the ticket, right? No, that's the small money. The major behind is still the sponsor. Yeah, so could try to find. Anyway, no matter what kind of project, we all need a sponsor to support the equipment support, the budget support. Yeah. So also we will have the master art talk, and also on the roof we will have the concert for that. And okay, we skip those things. The most important is usually why we said those contemporary art museum is a lonely island, because there is only a museum building over there. There's no restaurants, and no cafe, no anything. Yeah, so people only go there so far away and just to see an exhibition, and they go. It's quite inefficient. So luckily we have 1.2 kilometer away along the river. So here, the corridor, we provide all kind of very special things for them. Okay, I just read again. Stretching along the half a mile, green belt on the pier, so represents a colorful lifestyle, and it's combining art, fashion, sports. Yeah, we will have, those retail. Here, the first floor, we have the listing plan. But the retail we wanted is not the shop only. It should be like the flag shop for the brand, or it could be all kind of creative program inside. So our curator thought is like when we have the special exhibition, and the exhibition won't be just inside the museum. We will collaborate with those retails, like their cafe could be something related to this exhibition, or we have lecture and or kind of sports, and with this because so far we haven't really know what kind of brand we'll get in, but it's going quite well. Yeah. So and the second floor is a design expo, and here our idea is to make it like a national pavilion. So in the spring and the autumn, we could like have a German design pavilion here, and then to show the design items in your life, and people around can come to buy it. Yeah, this is and maybe in autumn we could have Finland, pavilion. Yeah, so here we have many big space. So when you have all kind of content, could just export to China, export to our riverbank. Yeah, like we have. Now we have a very good collaboration with Sparrow, and because they have very good content. And so, our art director also very welcome to all the project members. you know, to create a very diversity and the multicultural, those kind of thing. And so you can see here we have even, you know, beauty salon and a cafe and a bike or a skater or I don't, yeah. So, and it will be not only one kind of business, it's like combine the bike and cafe or combine which kind of, yeah. So we are very selective for those retails because we want to create a real creative or real art-based art park. And because here you just notice that the surrounding are, you know, very high-end people, so they have their taste. And okay, the final building is another villa. Here, we will have the art club, so the art auction and also the classical art. We could have the exhibition here. And the green miles, like I said, those will be the public art space. Yeah. So like Chihuli and Dash and Lorenzo. Yeah, so. Okay, and the Light Festival. And we arranged our exhibition 2017 already. Yeah, and okay, in the end, please let me introduce our arts Halcyon Gallery organizer a little bit. Yes. Our Halcyon Gallery, actually, our mother company is located in London. And we have 4 galleries in London. And the major one is in the New Bond Street. Yes. And so nowadays we also have in Mumbai and Delhi. So totally it's like 7, yeah, all over the world. And so, but the Halcyon Art China established in 2012. And we dedicate to promote and, you know, to hope to promote Chinese contemporary art with the world. And through the active cooperation with Asian artists, we will endure to be important contributor and to, you know, the multi-dimensional future of the China art environment. And also, our enterprise also owns those 2 companies. One is Magog Graphics. And here we have all the digital copyrights from Metropolitan, Tate Modern, yeah, those major museums over the world. So this is will be the resource for our art shop. And also the Washington Green Fine Arts Specialties, and we will to do some the art gifts and based on the, you know, artist creation and the designer cooperation from here. So here is about the our institute introduction, and also what we have been to do before is like the most important public arts in the urban green park in Lujiazui. And also we have held a co-parade in Shanghai. And it's really, you know, make a big influence for people, because especially lots of children, they just join the small cow and learning the color, all kind of things. Yeah. And please, the second video.
Maybe
Too long? Oh, I'm sorry. And okay, this video could be just short a little bit because.
Oh, we may change our program and to get another hour.
Sorry. Because we want to create a museum without walls. So inside of Shanghai, downtown Shanghai, we have the Halcyon River Bank, and outside of Shanghai we have this. And I don't say anything, just video.